What's up, y'all? It's that Sports Kid back with another episode of College Football World Series action. Today, right now, this is the Knoxville Regional. So Tennessee is hosting. All games will be played in Knoxville. Marshall is the 4 seed. Minnesota is the 3 seed, or 2 seed, and Syracuse is the 3 seed. My bad. Didn't have a chance to set the first game up. Literally just stopped recording the last video and turned OBS back on. Tennessee and Marshall. There are the Thundering Herd. Tennessee, on paper, much better than Marshall. Get a closer look at these stats in just a moment. So, Tennessee a 90 overall, while Marshall is only a 74. The offense for Tennessee, just so much better. 91 to 72 comparison, and a 91-76 comparison on the defense. Tennessee's top players. Their center, Mays, 86 overall. Their running back, Small, 86 overall. And their left end, 86 overall, Barron. Marshall's top players are running back, Ali, 91 overall. Linebacker, Neal, 82 overall. And wideout, Gamage, 82 overall.
What a sight this is. Old Rocky Top in Knoxville. Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers.
No one is in danger of total elimination yet. Every team is eliminated after 2 losses. Not looking too great for the Thundering Herd right now. The score is 21-0, 21-7, 35-7 in the fourth quarter. It's a blowout. Tennessee walks away with a victory, 42-7. They will remain in the winner's bracket as the 1 seed. Next game is Minnesota and Syracuse. Complete domination in the time of possession and rushing yards. Here we have our matchup, and the Syracuse Orange are actually the better team. Their offense is 5 overall better, defense 2 overall better. Looking for Tennessee here. Minnesota's best player is on the D-line, 87 overall, Carter. Their punter is really good, and the cornerback is an 81 overall, Wiley. Sean Tucker for the Syracuse Orange is by far their best player. He is their running back, 96 overall. They have a middle linebacker who is a 91 overall, and a cornerback, Chestnut, who is an 88 overall.
Just about set to kick off here, and it's not a home game for either of these teams.
Pretty far travel for both teams from Minnesota and upstate New York. Golden Gophers will score a field goal. Syracuse will respond with 13 straight points, make it 20. Can I get my controller back on? This is a constant problem. I need a new USB. Oh my gosh, it is a total blowout. 40-13. 40-20 is the final. Uh, cool. Cool. Syracuse will play Tennessee in the winners bracket. Um, I'm having trouble copying and pasting. Syracuse will play Tennessee in the winners bracket, and Marshall will play Minnesota in the losers bracket. Minnesota had 2 turnovers, but that can't totally account for losing by 20 points. Minnesota will have a redemption game, I guess you could call it, versus Marshall. They're not too much better than Marshall, but they are better. The Golden Gophers.
Neutral site action, and we're just about set to kick off.
No first draft score by either team. It is tied 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. Minnesota does score a field goal. 3-0 at halftime. This is terribly boring. Marshall scores 10 points. Real quick right there. 16 points now is their run. That's how much they'll finish with. 16-3 is the final. Marshall Thundering Herd move on, and the 2 seed Minnesota is eliminated. So the Thundering Herd will play either Tennessee or Syracuse in an elimination game. But of course those teams have to play first. That game has to happen. The Orange Bowl, pretty much. Tennessee 90 overall, Syracuse 84.
Knoxville, Tennessee, near the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, playing host to this college football battle.
Syracuse with one big play to score. Their first score at least. 14-9 right now. 17-15 at halftime. 2-point lead for Syracuse, and they blew it. 25-17, the Cuse have to score a touchdown and not give up anymore. Not gonna happen. The Vols move on. 35-17 final. Syracuse held in there for a while. They will have an opportunity to play in the championship games. There could be 2. Our next game will be Marshall and Syracuse. Winner does go to the championship. The regional championship, of course. We are very far from the national championship. There's Marshall.
And welcome to neutral site action, and we're just about ready for kickoff.
Syracuse fans have the vast majority of attendance here. See a little bit of Marshall in some of those bottom sections. Tied 7-7 already. I didn't even see what happened. Second quarter, Syracuse field goal. Marshall touchdown. 4-point lead for the Thundering Herd to go to the championship game and redeem themselves. Both teams have gotten here because of the Vols put in this situation, and Marshall wanted it more. 35-24 final, and the Thundering Herd will have a chance to continue on in the playoffs. Make sure I didn't get that score wrong. Thundering Herd 35, Syracuse 24. So with one win, Tennessee is the regional champion. With 2 Marshall wins, Marshall is the regional champion. With a first Marshall win, we forced Game 7. A rematch of Game 1. Rocky Top's going to be rocking. If the Vols win, they will move on to the Super Regionals. Those are best of 3 series.
Right next to the hill, it's Neyland Stadium, where its max capacity is one of the biggest in college football, well over 100,000.
No score on either team's first drive. Marshall trying to make it a little more competitive this go around. 7-3, 14-3. Tennessee leads by 11 at halftime. Marshall does score to make it a 4-point lead. Can they score another touchdown? Yes, they can. Getting a little sleepy. But Marshall did score a last-second touchdown to win Game 6 by 3. So we will go to Game 7. Game 7 is the final game of the regional. Tennessee, given their first loss. Marshall biting, fighting, giving it their all for this win after fighting through the elimination bracket. This next game is all or nothing for both teams now. Tennessee, you've been so good for a while. Put in a tricky situation. Winner goes to Super Regionals. It could be Marshall.
Inaugurated in 1919 as Shields Watkins Field, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville is one of the most thrilling places to watch football.
I did not think that we were going to be here in Game 7. At least not with Marshall. 10-0, 17-0 Vols. There it goes. 31-7, 38-7. Marshall puttered out. 38-9 is the final, and the Vols will go to the Supers. UT moving on. Rocky Top advancing. They will play the winner of the Salt Lake City Regional in a best of 3. Could be Utah, Wisconsin, Texas, or Air Force. Here are the last couple of regionals. I don't need to go back any further than that. We are good. Salt Lake City, I think this is the last video on Sunday. So Salt Lake City should go up at 6 p.m. on Monday. Thank you so much for watching. Great regional. And until the next one, peace.